Good evening, this is Philip, Filthy Music, and tonight we are doing a tier ranking of the albums of Nas. Alright, so get my stuff together. Nas, American rapper, entrepreneur, record producer. So my history with him, I have my album of the year stuff up. History with him, um, I liked a lot of his hits from when I was younger. I mean, I can't say I'm a super big fan, but I remember really hearing the first time "If I Ruled the World." Imagine that. From Illmatic, the song. I'm just trying to make sure I don't say it wrong. It wasn't a single actually, but I had heard it. Um, there we are. The New York State of Mind. Yep. And there was another one. Um, feels like with his father on it. I thought that was really good as well. I'm growing to like Ether a lot, but I can't say I was ever a big fan. Um, but this tier ranking has given me a new respect for him, to be honest. I mean, I was listening to his album from last year with DJ Premier, Light Years, and that's what really kind of spurred this on. Because I was like, man, I really like that one. I've never really done a deep dive of Nas. I was talking to somebody from work, so I was like, let's do it. I've only really listened before this, Illmatic and Light Years. I've either heard songs or singles, but I've never, as far as I can remember, listened to a full album. But now I cannot say that I've listened to all of these. So we'll start it off with Illmatic, which is a classic. People talk about all the time being one of the best rap albums ever, and it's like definitive his best album is what people say. Um, let's go to the track listing again. Um, I'd say it's a must-hear album. I do think it's amazing. Like I said, I love the song "New York State of Mind." "The World Is Yours" is another big one that I like a lot. "It Ain't Hard to Tell" is another one. This one does have a feature from AZ. It's the only one, but man, this one does not have a flaw on it. I was reading into like on halftime, he does drop the F slur, and that kind of bothered me. But just reading it and everything, it took me out. I was reading how he's meaning it something else, but he does leave it out of his like live shows and stuff like that. So I do have respect for that. So I do think this is a no skip album. Now here's a little hint. I'm not going to use all these letters. So as you can see, there is one no skip so far. But not all the letters will be used. I just wanted to leave them there just in case people think I'll be putting them somewhere else. But I think this one is, everybody thinks that. That is a big music fan, big hip hop fan. Next, we have It Was Written, I forgot to say, 1994 for Illmatic. This is 1996. Um, very different sounding. This is a lot more poppy compared to Illmatic, which is a lot more that hardcore gangster rap and stuff. Even though this one has that too, but it does feel a lot more pop to it to me. Um, and maybe it's because I love that ending of this album. If I Were the World, Imagine That with Lauryn Hill, love that song. So probably my favorite or go-to song from Nas. Other songs I really like from it, The Message. Where is it? The Message. There we are. Suspect. Right here. Um, see other features off of this. We have Foxy Brown. I'm not gonna say the name of that song. Dr. Dre on Nas Is Coming. The Firm for Affirmative Action. Havoc, The Setup, and Joel JoJo Haley on Black Girl Lost, and Mobb Deep on this another song I'm not gonna say the name of. I forgot to mention too. I'm only ranking the studio albums and two of the collaborative albums. I'm not doing The Firm. Um, I'm not going to do the Firm album. Just going to do the one with Damian Marley and the one with DJ Premier. But yeah, so but no, this is another No Skip album. So, and I will say this artist has really earned my respect. I don't think I put enough respect on his name. Uh, I was very ignorant. I did not listen to all this stuff. So I really, when I was talking, if I talked about him, I was kind of like, because he gets dropped in with a lot, with like Tupac and Biggie and stuff like that. Um, and while their discographies are really short, uh, he's still alive, and his um, discography is really long, but it's very quality as well. So next we have I Am, which is from 1999. And I was reading this as part of what was a planned like double album with that and Nostradamus, but some things got messed up with it because there were some leaks, um, and so I feel like this one is a better album compared to the next one. So I'll let that be a hint. My favorite songs from it: "Hate Me Now" with Puff Daddy, "I Want to Talk to You," wherever that is. I want to talk to. There we are. "Life Is What You Make It" with DMX. Other features off of this have Leo and You Won't See Me Tonight, Scarface with Favor for a Favor, which is my least favorite song off of this album. For some reason, this did not click with me. I will say I did find it surprising when I heard the Kenny Loggins sample on We Will Survive It. It's cracked me up. I was like, what, Kenny Loggins? What? But I still really do think this is a great album, though. So I'm going to put this in the A. Alright, next. We have Nostradamus, the next album from the same year. The lesser of the two. Has some features from Ronald Isley, Nashawn, Mobb Deep, Brave Hearts, Genuine. This one just feels rushed, and it really does show that. This surprised me when they sampled Toto Africa on New World, which is one of my favorite songs off the album. I think it's still a good album, but did not blow me away like the former ones did. Other favorite songs from this, so where we have New World, there we are. Some of Us Have Angels, there we are, and Family, featuring Mobb Deep. Least favorite was the title track. But I'm gonna put this one in the C. I still think it's good though. This is a little lesser good, you know, like straight up good, not a B, not like a B. So it's a C. You know. All right, next we have Stillmatic. So it's from 2001. This one I was liking about how the beef he was having with Jay-Z and stuff like that. So I like how that's sprinkled into this album. Also the political and conscious commentary as well. Let's see what we got for features. We got AZ again and Amerie, Millennium Thug, Keon Bryce, and Blitz the Ambassador. My favorite songs from it though was Ether. The what's the phrase? Word for that? It's the beef track, I guess. Against Jay-Z. I'm not thinking straight. What Goes Around, right here, featuring Keon Bryce and One Mic, which I remember that being a big single. Am I correct on that? Yes. Okay. It was one of the singles. And then my least favorite was The Flyest, featuring AZ. I feel like I don't know. He was on Illmatic as well, but I don't think I give enough respect to AZ. Maybe I should check him out sometime too. I have a long list of deep dives to do though, but anyways, this album I do think is great. In fact, I like it better than I am. So I will put it right in front of it. I don't think I'm gonna move around too much of the no skips because part of me is like, wow, dude, I do like it was written probably more than it's because I don't know, but at the same time, no matter it's classics, I think I'm just gonna leave the no skips just as they are. We'll see. I mean, because I do feel like there are no problems with it really, so not enough to really worry about it. Next, we have God's Son. There we go. 2002. I do think this is a very personal album and is very beautiful. And I feel like he really wrapped his ass off on it. Yeah, this is lyrical themes of religion, violence, grief, redemption, and emotional experiences. Yeah, yeah, you could really feel it in this album, to be honest. I got some features from Bravehearts, Khalees, which I don't believe they're married by this point, but eventually gets married and divorced. Claudette Ortiz, um, Tupac, Jay Phoenix, Alicia Keys, Lake, Jelly Black, and Socrates. All right, so my favorite songs off of it is Get Down, the first track, I Can, classic hit there, and Hey Nas, featuring Khalees and Claudette Ortiz. Um, this is another no skip album, though. So I gotta put respect on his name. Look how many no skips. That's pretty damn good. I think Beatles got two no skips. He's already passed them. So, all right. Now, next we have Street's Disciple, which is 2004. Think about this. I have to remember. I did think it. I did make a note that I found it interesting that he made like a female alter ego that he used a vocal synthesizer to speak through. Um, her name was Scarlett. He did that on two songs. I thought that was interesting because I mean, he has female features, so it's different that he decided to do it differently. Kind of reminded me of Prince when he did that with his alter ego. I'm blanking on the name of the alter ego, but yeah, Prince did that too. Um, this is another example of the second disc bringing things down, though. Um, and the album is bloated as well, being a double album. Um, but I do think Bridging the Gap kicks ass. And there's other good songs off of that too. It doesn't totally bring it down, but yeah, it does bring it down. He does really live up to the name Nasty Nas because there's some really dirty tracks on this, so um, it's really nasty. So I don't love it. I do think it's really good though, so I am going to put it in the B category. All right, next we have Hip Hop is Dead 2006. Da, da, da. All right, some features: Will I Am, Jay Z, Khalees, Kanye West, Chrisette Michelle, Trey Williams, Snoop Dogg, Chrisette Michelle again, The Game, Marsha Ambrosius. So yeah, Chrisette Michelle shows up for 3 tracks. But yeah, so him and Jay Z have squashed things, and they do a track together. Um, and it was very good. It was pretty boring. He did better with Kanye. I was still dreaming, which is one of my favorite songs off of this, as well as Money Over Bullshit and Where Are They Now? Um, where's that at? Where are they now? Yeah, there. Actually, I wrote that wrong. Money Over Bullshit is my least favorite. I knew it didn't sound right when I said it. Yeah, so it started off bad. But anyways, the album didn't really do too much for me, to be honest. I did find it interesting that he sampled Iron Butterfly and Inda-Gadda-Da-Vida on two different songs. Like he did it on the album before this, on Streets Disciple, I think around the end, and then he did it here. It's kind of interesting. He picked some, or his producers pick some weird samples sometimes. But anyway, I think this is a C. I think I'll put it. I like the other one better. Nostradamus. I think I like this better than Nostradamus, to be honest. So I'll move Nostradamus over. Yeah, I'm looking at this. Kind of bugs me. Makes me want to move things around, but I think I'm gonna leave it. All right. So next we have, some people call it Untitled, but it has his name on it. I feel like it's self-titled. From 2008, Nas. It was supposed to be the N word originally, but it was omitted due to controversy surrounding the word. This is a very, very political album. But in this day and time, to be honest, I feel like it just maybe hits the right spot, to be honest. My favorite songs from it are America, Sly Fox, and Testify. Got some features on here from Yvonne Thomas, Chris Brown, The Game, Carrie Hilson, Busta Rhymes, The Last Poets, and Mikkel. But to me, this kicks ass. This goes up into the no skips. That's another one. See, yeah, already like an all-timer no skip champion for me. Which I don't believe a lot of people like this album that much. I thought that it was great, and a lot of stuff he was saying, it just was like, man, it's ringing true for today. It's just like almost prophetic sounding. But man, we still talk about that crowd today. That's strange. And it was back. I mean, I was around during that time. I don't remember hearing all that. Huh? Heroes released on my birthday. That's cool. All right. As a single. So Life is Good, 2000. Oh, I'm skipping one. Let's go Distant Relatives with Damian Marley, 2010. It's a hip hop reggae album. Very positive though. Lyrical themes: colonialism, poverty, Pan Africanism, and the universality of the human condition. Yeah, I felt that. As We Enter is a kick-ass first track, by the way. So got some features from Kanan, Stephen Marley, Dennis Brown. Stephen Marley's on two tracks. Kanan's on two tracks. Joss Stone and Lil Wayne. Um, yeah, I thought it was a great team up. To be honest, it really made sense. It kind of broke up, you know, not that it was monotonous or anything, because he is playing around with some different stuff, but it's cool to see a team up album. So I'm gonna put this one in A as well. Now, where do I want to put this one compared to like Stillmatic and I Am? You know what? I think I want to move things around again. I think I'm gonna put boom, boom. Yeah, let's do that. Shoot, after this is over, I'm probably gonna be moving things around again. You know. Next we have Life is Good, which I was reading is that's Khaleesi's wedding dress after the divorce. Well, he's having it after the divorce, but it's her wedding dress. But it's a very good, classy divorce album. Let's go to the tracks. My favorite tracks from it. Oh, I didn't say that from Distant Relatives. So, As We Enter, Tribes at War, and Strong Will Continue. Least favorite was Not Mean. Alright, so Back to Life is Good. No Introduction. Queen's Story. A Queen Story. And Reach Out featuring Mary J. Blige are my three favorites. Other features: Large Professor, Rick Ross, Anthony Hamilton, Miguel and Swizz Beatz, and Victoria Monet, and Amy Winehouse on Cherry Wine. Bye Baby was a really good track too. Alright, so the whole album is damn good. So it's going up to the top as well. So that's another no skip. That's 5 no skips. That's crazy. I don't think, I mean, if anybody's watched my videos before, I doubt you would see any 5 no skips. I'm pretty sure I've never given that many out before. I was just very hella impressed. Now I can see why people drop his name all the time as one of the GOATs. Alright. Next we have Nasir, if that's how you pronounce it. Now this one I got excited because I was like, oh, Kanye's doing production on this. I love his production usually. And not saying it's bad here. It's just, I don't know. This didn't do it for me. I was pretty disappointed with it. But not too disappointed because there's a lot of, I mean, not a lot because this album is pretty short. It's less than 30 minutes. But over half of it is still good. And I don't feel like Nas was totally there either. So we got features from Puff Daddy and 070 Shake, Kanye, Tony Williams, The Dream, Kanye again, and The Dream again. So my favorite songs were Not for Radio, featuring Puff Daddy and 070 Shake, Everything, featuring The Dream and Kanye West, and Adam and Eve, featuring The Dream. I like The Dream, though, so. But this one's going to go into the C category. It might be my lowest C. Let's see. Look at my stuff. Yeah. Might be, I'm pretty sure it might be his worst album, but I don't know. Like I said, there's some letters that won't be used, so I don't know if we're going to go lower than that. I may be wrong. Maybe I didn't look at my numbers right. Anyway, let's go to King's Disease, the first of the trilogy of King's Disease, which he likes doing trilogies. I mean, he has a Magic trilogy as well. Wonder if he's a Magic the Gathering fan. I don't know. It's a joke. All right, King's Disease. I do think it's very good, and I do think it's a great comeback compared to Nasir. Now we're getting pretty close to the end, as well as my voice. Favorite songs from it. Click into it. This is from 2020, by the way. So we're going into the 2020s with a bunch of two trilogy albums and another team up. Alright, so we get some features from Charlie Wilson, Hit Boy, who also produced the album, I'm pretty sure. Yes. Big Sean, Don Toliver, Little Durk, Anderson .Paak, or Pac, whatever, Brucey B, and The Firm again, and Fabio Foreign, and A$AP Ferg. So my favorites from it is Ultra Black, featuring Hit Boy, All Bad, featuring Anderson .Paak, The Cure, and my least favorite was Till the War is Won, featuring Lil Durk. I just didn't feel like it felt forced. It just didn't do it for me. But overall, I do think it's the weakest of the King's Disease series. But I still think it's an A. Now, where did I put it next to Distant Relatives? I think I like Distant Relatives better. We'll have to change it. And he didn't even have to concept like Nas line or anything like that. So, all right, next we have King Disease 2. Alright, this is from 2021, the next year. Alright. Features on this: Eminem, EPMD. Sure, alright, yep. And Boogie with the Hoodie, and YG with Djibouti Dubs. Miss Lauryn Hill, Charlie Wilson, and Blixt, maybe, I don't know, and Hit Boy, who I also believe still, I think he did all these King's Disease albums. Anyway, my favorites from this one, EPMD 2, I'm a big Eminem fan, or I would say about 75%, maybe 60% of his stuff. pretty inspirational to me back in the day. So when I was doing hip rapping and stuff like that. Death Row East and Brunch on Sundays featuring the Blitzed. I guess is how you say it. Is it Sanders' name? How do you pronounce it? No. Okay. Anyway, another no skip album. We now have 6. That's crazy town. And people's probably gonna call bullshit on it, but it's my opinion. I don't usually give this many out to a single artist or a band, anybody. If I combine a bunch of people together, you wouldn't get 6 no skips. And I still don't really, still new to me. After all these years and everything, I can't really say I'm a super fan, but I had to give respect to all these albums. I was like, dang, the quality. He just chooses great producers, and his lyricism is just, on point. I understand why his name is mentioned up there with the greats. All right, next we have the first in the trilogy of Magic. Yep, produced by Hit Boy. I was wondering about that. Let's go look at the. So this is from what year was this? 2021. All right. So featured, only features on this album is with ASAP Rocky and DJ Premier. It is on one of my favorite songs off the album, Wave Gods. We also have Woo for the Children and Ugly. Yeah, another no skip. Boom. So 7 no skip albums there. It's like, how many times did I want to throw up a no skip album for this guy? Alright. Next we have The Last of the King's Disease trilogy. 2022. I say it is the best of the King's Disease trilogy. So I should tell you something. This is about to happen, but my favorite songs from this is Ghetto Reporter, Legit, and Fun. Looks like there's no features on this thing, so up to the no skip land you go. Nas, if you're watching this, mad respect. Giving you more respect than I'm giving most artists. Alright, next we have Magic 2. I'll say that right before I start disrespecting, I guess. This is for 2023. I did not like this one as much as Magic 1. Got some features from 50 Cent and 21 Savage. That 21 Savage track is one of my favorites from it. So One Mic, One Gun. I also really like Abracadabra and Urban Magic Johnson. My least favorite was Motion. But I am thinking it's still good, but I don't really, love it. I think I do like it better. Do I like it better than? I know I like it better than Nasir. I like it better than I Am. No, Nostradamus, sorry. No, Nostradamus better, so I will put it there. Okay. Then we have Magic 3. But 23 as well. Features only one feature, Lil Wayne. Alright, so my favorite songs from this is No Tears and based on true events 1 and 2. Least favorite was Pretty Young Girl. So I am also going to put that in C. To me, it's pretty interchangeable between these two. And last but not least, this is what spurred all this along. Collaboration with DJ Premier from last year. Was a contender for my favorite albums of the year of that year. I after revisiting it again and again and now again, this week, it has grown off of me a little. But I say my favorite songs off of it are Junkie, Bouquet to the Ladies, Sons, Young Kings. But yeah, some features on it from the Steve Miller Band, which was fun. AZ. Least favorite song was Pause Tapes. I felt like that could have been cut, to be honest with you. So, and a couple of ones actually, but I will put this one in the B. I still think it's really good. Do I like it better than Street's Disciple though? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. So move over Street's Disciple. It's barely hanging on that. That thing almost became a C. That's how close that was. All right, so that's it. That's my tier ranking. You know what? Let's show some respect. Delete row and delete row. There are no D's and no F's in the discography of Nas. We have 8 no skip albums, the most I've ever given out to one artist or band or anybody, as far as I can remember. We have 4 A albums, 2 B, and 5 C albums. So it's a pretty good average. So anyway, in the comments below, please let me know your rankings, any other things I should check out by Nas, or your thoughts. Am I totally wrong? I'm sure people would think that I am totally wrong for giving 8 no skips to Nas. I find his albums for no skip is pretty much perfect. It's pretty close to it to me. There's nothing I would skip. There's no songs that have anything bad in it for me to want to skip. I want to hear every track going through it. Um, if you're not subscribed already, please do hit the bell, like the video, share, help me get my subscriptions up. I really do need the help. Please, if you're a music fan, if you're a Nas fan, hip hop fan, whatever, yeah, help me out. And yeah, join me tomorrow for another song of the day and continue our musical discovery. And I'll start working on my next deep dive tier ranking. So, anyways, that's it. Have a good night. See you tomorrow. Bye.